rage, rage, rage.
It's a strong feeling of anger or fury that can make you feel like losing control. Here is a sample sentence. The crowd erupted into a frenzy of rage when their team's winning streak was suddenly ended by a questionable call from the referee. This sentence demonstrates the word rage in context, showing how it can be used to describe a strong and intense feeling of anger or fury.
Raid, raid, raid.
It's an attack or invasion, often by a group of people, to take something from someone else. Here is a sample sentence. The police launched a surprise raid on the suspected gang's hideout, arresting several members and seizing evidence.
Rail, rail, rail.
It's a long, thin piece of metal or wood that guides something along a path. Here is a sample sentence. The train traveled along the rail that ran alongside the tracks.
Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow.
It's a colorful arc that appears in the sky after rain, made up of different colors that shine together. Here is a sample sentence. The vibrant colors of the rainbow appeared in the sky after the storm, stretching from red to violet.
Rally, rally, rally.
It's when people or groups come together to show support for something or someone, often with enthusiasm and energy. Here's a sample sentence. The protesters held a rally in the city center to demand changes to the government's policies. In this example, rally refers to a public gathering or demonstration, often with a specific purpose or goal.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
This word means to talk or write in a way that is not very organized or focused, often going off on tangents or saying things that are not directly related to what you started with. Here is a sample sentence. After a few minutes of conversation, John started to ramble on about his favorite hobby, talking at length about every detail, and seemingly unaware that others were growing bored with his monologue.
Ranch, ranch, ranch.
A place where animals are raised or kept, often on a large area of land. Here is a sample sentence. The family spent their summer vacation at a dude ranch in Montana, where they rode horses and learned how to rope cattle.
Random, random, random.
It means something happens or is chosen without any plan or pattern, just by chance. Here's a sample sentence. The DJ spun a random song that caught everyone's attention and got the whole crowd dancing. In this example, random means unexpected or unplanned.
Range, range, range.
It's a measure of how far apart or wide something is, from its smallest to its largest part. Here is a sample sentence. The new smartphone has a range of up to 12 hours of battery life, making it perfect for long trips or busy days.
Rank, rank, rank.
It's a position or place that someone has, often based on how good they are at something. Here is a sample sentence. The general was promoted to the rank of colonel after 20 years of service. In this example, rank refers to a position or level within a hierarchy. In this case, a military promotion.
Rapture, rapture, rapture.
It's a feeling or state where someone is completely happy, excited, or thrilled, often because something wonderful has happened to them. It's like being on top of the world. Here is a sample sentence. The crowd erupted into rapture when their favorite musician took the stage and began to play. In this example, rapture describes the intense joy or ecstasy felt by the crowd as they celebrate the musician's performance.
Rare, rare, rare.
This word refers to something that is not often found or seen. It's something special because it's unusual. Here is a sample sentence. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO is considered one of the rarest and most valuable cars in the world, with only 39 examples produced. In this sentence, rare means that something, in this case the Ferrari, is unusual or difficult to find.
Rarely, rarely, rarely.
This word means that something happens very infrequently, or almost never. It's used to describe actions or events that don't happen often at all. Here's a sample sentence using the word rarely. She rarely got to go on vacation, but this year she was able to take a week off and travel to Europe.
Rat, rat, rat.
A small furry rodent that lives on land and eats food scraps or seeds. Here is a sample sentence. The rat scurried across the kitchen floor, searching for crumbs to eat.
Ratify, ratify, ratify.
This means to officially agree with or confirm something that has already been done, making it official and binding. Here is a sample sentence. The treaty was ratified by all 50 states, making it officially part of US law. In this example, ratified means to approve or confirm something, in this case, a treaty, through official action.
Ratio, ratio, ratio.
It's a comparison between two things, like how many of one thing there are compared to another. Here's a sample sentence. The architect carefully calculated the ratio of windows to walls in order to maximize natural light and minimize energy costs.
Ration, ration, ration.
It's a fixed amount or share that something is given to people, usually based on how many there are. Here is a sample sentence. The campers were given a daily ration of 1 loaf of bread and 2 cans of beans to sustain them on their hike. In this example, ration refers to a limited or controlled amount of something, in this case food, that is allocated for a specific purpose.
Rational, rational, rational.
This means thinking clearly and making sense without being influenced by emotions or feelings. It's about using good judgment and logic to make decisions. Here is a sample sentence. The scientist approached the problem with a rational and methodical mindset, carefully considering all possible solutions before drawing a conclusion.
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
It's a sound that something makes when it shakes or moves back and forth quickly, often making a loud noise. Here's a sample sentence. The loose lid in the jar began to rattle as I carried it across the room.
Ravage, ravage, ravage.
This word means to cause great damage or destruction, often leaving something in a bad state. Here is a sample sentence. The hurricane ravaged the small coastal town, leaving behind a trail of destruction and debris. In this example, ravaged means to cause severe damage or destruction to something.